I saw the weather cameras but have not seen this in person yet. Oh my gosh, no. Excuse me. Snow? What? No. Ah! Okay, so as a lot of you know, I love to crochet and I just picked up knitting beginning of this year. So I want to show you guys, now that we are going into winter, things are going to start slowing down. I want to show you the projects that I have started working on and the progress I'm in, both crocheting and knitting. On the category of clothes, so I have this cardigan, like cropish, topish cardigan that I made last year but finished this year. And I made 2 other crocheted sweaters. No, 1 crocheted sweater and 1 knitted sweater already this year. And this is the progress I am at for my halibut sweater. It's hard to show, but basically the neck, I already accidentally pulled it off the strings earlier, so I'm a little traumatized. But basically I separated the arms and the body yesterday, so now I have to do the body, the arms, so just 1 color, but I'm done with my color work. But aren't those halibuts cute? There they are. Adorable. This is my first color work sweater and I'm really liking it. And I think I see where I've messed up, where my stuff is a little bit elevated. I don't know if it's easy to see, and it's not completely flat. And I realized what I did in my knitting. So I'll finish this one, but I might make it again this winter and do different colors, but I'm loving it so far. This is more of my church work one. As you know, if you've been following for a while, I bring something to work on during church, and now that I'm at the boring stages of just the body and the arms, I just take it and do it without even thinking about it, you know? So progress on number 1. Okay, so this is an ugly Christmas sweater or cardigan, I'm not sure yet. I think it's gonna be a cardigan that I started last year, but I want to finish it this year. So basically I have the back, which is these snowflakes, and then the front is these, see, one side is done, this side is not completely done, and then I have to make sleeves, but I think I'll make the sleeves and then scrunch them so then there's not this, because that's what I'm running into right now, is these are getting caught on everything. So yeah, that's the progress of this guy, but I think it's going to be a fun, ugly Christmas sweater. Again, it was just stuff that I had on hand that I was just free-handing during my time. So, ugly Christmas sweater. I hope to get this done so I can wear it during Christmas, but this isn't one that I kind of have to focus on more because I'm just making it up as I go. That's what I did with this one too, made it up as I go. So just need to be a little bit more focused for that. Now on the category of blankets, I'm a big Granny Square fan, and I really love these retro 70s granny squares with the, hello, there we go, with the flowers. So I'm about to finish my 20th one. My goal is to make one that's big enough to put on my king size bed upstairs. So I did the math and I need 120. So once I finish this one, I only have 100 to go. And my goal is to use mostly yarn that I have on hand, and not have to buy a whole bunch of yarn. But from projects like this is a scrap project from, I made my friend's blanket for getting married, and this was all yarn that I had left over. It's honestly the same exact design and colors I used for her blanket. So you'll see some of these colors in here too. But yeah, that's the plan. And I'm just using acrylic yarn, nothing fancy for this one. The same with that sweater. This halibut sweater, I am using yarn that I got off of Amazon. That's an actual wool alpaca yarn, so it's a little bit more expensive. Each little ball, let me show you. My husband wound it up for me yesterday, but one ball gives you this much yarn, and it's about 20 bucks. So this is my third thing of black yarn. I've had to use 2 things of like the yellow yarn, and so I know I'm gonna need a lot more of the black, but thankfully knitting uses way less than crocheting, so who knows how much I'm actually gonna need. And then another project I'm working on, so I have a bunch of this like half wool, half like acrylic yarn that I got from I think it was Michael's. I thought I was gonna make a bunch of hats, but I quickly got bored with that. So I'm making these. They're not finished because they have to be turned into a granny square, but it's like a join as you go method. So I have this in yellow, a blue, a maroon, and then I bought some other like fall-ish colors one. And my plan is to make a blanket out of these to have downstairs. So it'll be a little bit warmer. I have store-bought blankets, but I'd much rather have something that I made because it's so much fun. Like today, I've just been wearing this around the resort and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Thanks, I made it. It's fun. I also was on a little kick of these like hexagon, they're not really granny squares, these hexagons. And my goal is to make a whole bunch of them. Right now I just have them in blue and purple. I think I'll use like a black and then like a silverish white-ish one, not completely white, and maybe some other colors, and make a whole like full-on blanket as like a gift out of these. Not a baby blanket, but an actual blanket, because they're fun and they're different. So I think it's fun. We'll see. It's more one of those projects where it's like, we'll see where it goes. I'm also thinking about doing another sweater like this, except actually making it a sweater like closed off, no buttons, but using that same pattern that I did for the blanket, but then using it for a sweater. So that's one of the little things that I did. Just have to figure out how to make the square and then put them all there. But I think I'm just gonna use this like color, it's like a snowish ice color, and do white, and then make it an actual like sweater, like a loose sweater, and then that way I can wear it in the wintertime. But this is kind of a cool pattern that's been really easy. This project I've been dreading because it's been so boring, but I need to just finish it. I'm actually making this for my sister, but it's a little bag with these granny squares that look like little daisies, but I need to stretch them out so they're all the same, and my sister has the little stretcher thing, so I need to borrow that from her so I can stretch these out and then sew them all together. So I have way too many projects going on at the moment, and I just need to finish them up. So that's my plan for this winter, is to just don't start anything new, finish these up. I might finish a couple sweaters because I didn't want to I didn't want to buy any clothes this year. I wanted to make it all myself, like if I wanted something. And that's been the fun part, is I have been able to literally make sweaters for myself. The only time I bought something for me personally was when we were at Disneyland, and then I bought some like other like necessities that I've needed, but majority of the clothes that I've gotten this year I've had to make for myself, which has been good. It has helped me not spend a lot of money. Anyways, those are my projects for this year, for this winter. Caleb had to fly to Anchorage, and Jared sat here in the office and he's waiting for Caleb.
33.4.
He's waiting for Caleb to land.
33.4. Yep. Alrighty.
Anyways, waiting for Caleb to land. It's almost 8:30 at night, so, and it's starting to get a little dark, but let's go see and follow Jared around because I don't want to go home by myself. Isn't that right, babe?
We only live like 10 feet away.
Method. I see.
That's perfect.
Just like that, we're done. Jared just turned off the light. We're gonna go home. It's like 8:40 and it's past sunset. You can see just a sliver of pink over there. But man, this is crazy. I'm not ready for it to be dark so early. Today is our very last day with our whole staff being here. 2 of our staff members leave this morning, and then the rest of them will leave tomorrow. We got a beautiful, here we go, sunrise this morning. Anyways, I'm gonna go over to the air taxi so we can do our little goodbyes. Come on.
We know what happened last time. Bags.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead, sir. Oh, hi.
Bye, Wesley.
See you next year, Wesley. Later, Rob.
Yeah, see you next summer.